Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So today we got another banger from Wooloo that dropped, and it is actually a very, very interesting one, and one that I had not heard very many people talking about up until this point. I think some people are going to be really, really happy and excited about this move. Some people are, potential move. It's not official or anything like that, just a rumor. But some people are definitely not going to be as happy. But before we get into that, make sure you guys do check out the first link in the description below for my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. I streamed for like 3 hours tonight. We peaked at 116 viewers. We've had Papa Smithy, Nelson, Bloop, Wooloo, Alejandro all come into the chat and stuff. It's been so fun. It's been so cool seeing all the different people and just the viewership grow and all this stuff. So check it out. Definitely drop us a follow, maybe a prime, maybe a sub. That'd be absolutely awesome. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, here it is, the banger from Mr. Wooloo himself. Whenever Wooloo decides to tweet, especially when it's a rumor, especially when it's one of these riddles, one of these puzzles, these codes, whatever, people always get excited. People always, are first of all racing to figure out what's even going on, but then, trying to just digest whatever information he's trying to convey. And yeah, what's going on here is we have, some lines, some dots. We have 1001, and then we have some GPS coordinates. So, I mean, the rumors just get crazier and crazier. Some people are always, frustrated, upset, mad with Wooloo and, like, kind of annoyed. Like, hey, just give us a rumor, man, whatever. But obviously what Wooloo has going on is working out for him so well. Over 100,000 followers on Twitter now. But for this rumor specifically, what we have going on is what people are saying is we have some Morse code over here. The lines and dots being the Morse code for C, apparently. I guess 1001 is 9 in binary, I think, something like that. So C9, obviously. And then what the heck are these GPS coordinates? Ashley Kang looked up the GPS coordinates. It takes you to Anderson, Indiana. And she's like, who is Anderson? What the heck's going on with Anderson? Whatever. And it turns out it takes you to a Nisqy shop in Anderson, Indiana. So obviously, once you put the little pieces together, it doesn't get that difficult. It's actually pretty on the nose. He's talking about C9 Nisqy being the new latest rumor, and that is very, very interesting. We did actually have Nisqy as the top reply on this tweet, saying, did anyone figure this out? Which is pretty funny. And then Adam replies, where are you going, Nisqy? Bean gets in on this as well. So it seems like, another Wooloo rumor did come out as well. I don't know if I can actually share it on screen. I don't know if it's TOS for YouTube. It was a little bit salacious. I think you should definitely go check it out. But it was a rumor involving Adam potentially being on the move. Maybe LEC, maybe LCS. I think Team BDS is one of the main teams rumored to be interested in Adam. So, the Fnatic team could be not blowing up, but some big changes. They've already lost Whippo. They're potentially losing Nisqy. They might lose Adam as well. Is this Fnatic choosing to move on from these players? Is this these players choosing to move on from Fnatic? Are people not happy with the world situation, with management, with coaching? What exactly is going on with Fnatic? It's kind of a very, very weird time, because this team is reportedly getting Razork. They have one of the better bot lanes in the West, in the world, in Upset and Hylissang. People were really, really excited to see them at Worlds. So that seems like a good core of people to build around. It seems like something that, Nisqy and Adam would want to be a part of. But again, is this them wanting to leave? Is this Fnatic wanting to leave? Whatever. And then obviously, Bean, he did pretty well at Worlds, but it's not like they're going to be keeping him over Upset. So he's definitely going to be on the move. So big changes coming ahead for Fnatic. Again, rumored changes, but it's going to be very, very interesting to follow. Now, on the other side, CLOUD9 being the recipient of Nisqy. I know people are going to have all different kinds of opinions of this. Nisqy is a very, very polarizing player. He is a very nice guy. He seems like a good guy. He's pretty good for content. He's pretty popular. He never really tilts. He has good mental. He always shows up. He seems like a really, really good teammate. He's always willing to play for the team. But obviously there are some very, very fair criticisms of him on the other side, I think, as well. He is really, really good at his facilitative play style. And in Europe, he even showed some more of his carry side, that he can maybe, play some other champions, that maybe he has a bigger champion pool and bigger playstyle pool than people are giving him credit for. But my main criticism of Nisqy has always been that, he never really shows up too massively in the biggest games, in the biggest moments. I'm talking, late stage playoffs. I'm talking, MSI, Worlds, all that stuff. And obviously, you can still put an asterisk by this year's, World's performance, saying that there was all this craziness going on, Fnatic, whatever. But this wasn't his only Worlds ever. It's not his he's been to Worlds before, and I just haven't really, think he's ever gotten over the hump. I think if you have Nisqy as your mid laner, your team's going to be good. Nisqy is good. I just don't think he is that next step towards greatness. Depending on what your goals are. If your goals are to compete for domestic titles, Nisqy's going to have you in the hunt. He's usually going to be good enough for your team to be right there with a bunch of other teams. He did that on CLOUD9. He did that on Fnatic. But he's also had, some downtimes at both CLOUD9 and Fnatic as well. Spring Split with Fnatic was not all that great. Nisqy himself was pretty good, but obviously the team didn't do that well. And then Summer Split for CLOUD9, Nisqy didn't do that well, and the team didn't do that well. So he's very, very up and down, but I just don't know if his highs are high enough to make up for how low his lows can get sometimes. And, CLOUD9 fans, we've had all these different rumors where we've heard C9 Bjergsen, C9 Jensen, C9 Humanoid, C9 Chovy, all these crazy names. And if all they did was end up with Nisqy in the end, Nisqy's good. You can do worse than Nisqy for sure. I just feel like there's definitely going to be some CLOUD9 fans that are a little bit disappointed, especially when you're looking around at Team Liquid Super Team. EG is going to end up with Jensen and have Jensen, Danny, Impact, maybe Inspired, EG is going to have a chance to have a really, really nice team. TSM, we don't know what's going to happen with them yet, but if they pull off something like Humanoid, something crazy like that, 100 Thieves is already defending LCS champions, all of a sudden, CLOUD9 isn't, necessarily looking all that great. We heard Travis Gafford in his most recent YouTube video say that it's looking like they're going to be bringing back Sven as well for next season. Maybe there was some big name 80 carries they were going after for a while and going to move on from Sven, but now it's looking more and more like Sven's going to come back, so all the C9 news we got today was maybe C9 Nisqy and maybe a return of C9 Sven. I don't know. I'm not a CLOUD9 fan, so I don't necessarily know how they are feeling, but from the outside looking in, I think that's very, very disappointing for Cloud9. I think of all the different possibilities and offseason craziness and all the stuff that we've heard, losing Perks and then getting Nisqy, that seems like a pretty significant downgrade to me, even though I was very, very critical with, Perks' play throughout the 2021 season. Obviously, we know Blabber and Nisqy can play very, very well together at times. I know people are going to say, they're very good together, and they are, but again, you can't act like 2020 summer didn't happen, so that's always going to be a little bit of an asterisk for me, a little bit of a question mark for me. On the other side for Fnatic, who's their next mid laner going to be? Who's their next top laner going to be? There are some names starting to swirl around, but that's probably going to be its whole own video. But yeah, the big news coming out today, Wooloo dropping a little bomb on us. C9 Nisqy potentially happening. Again, just a rumor. This isn't official. Nothing like that yet. No agreements in place. But this does seem like something that is in talks right now, and it seems like something that's really, really heating up on the rumor mill. And it would be interesting, Not the worst move in the world, but not a move that's getting me all that excited either. And yeah, potentially BDS Adam, potentially being headed somewhere. But yeah, offseason is definitely heating up, ladies and gentlemen. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I'd appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about C9 Nisqy. Are you happy to see him back, or would you rather C9 win another direction? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then.